Noted.
Money isn't everything, which is what I usually have to tell myself after a few nights in Sin City. It is a lot of things, though, so it's time to rake in the dough. While catering to our guests' needs, of course.
Chief among which is the need not to get eaten.
Using a drone.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be advised that our weather forecasts predict an incoming sandstorm. Ladies and gentlemen, please shield your eyes and proceed to take cover until the sandstorm has passed.
Information will be automatic.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a pteranodon to the park. Attention personnel. Please stand by for the returning helicopter.
Okay, the drone's on it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the sandstorm has now passed. Please resume your normal activity.
Starting patrol.
Chers visiteurs, par mesure de précaution et pour votre sécurité, veuillez gagner l'abri le plus proche.
Damage found? I'm on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Damage over here.
attention personnel. Please stand by for the returning helicopter. Attention personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond. Ladies and gentlemen,
Right. The drones are signed. Fuel incoming.
ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a pteranodon to the park.
I'm in the process of negotiating a new land purchase in the area, and I'm doing it without exploiting the goodwill of an old friend. How about that? Please, generate the funds to purchase the land, and I will push the contract through.
A comfortable dinosaur is one that's significantly easier to manage. Keeping them content should be a priority.
The die is cast, and we're holding all the aces. Okay, I might be mixing up my games, but the point is clear-ish. We're doing a great job.
Yes, we are, but our client is ambitious, and we are far from done. You can rest when this site is second only to the Las Vegas Strip in popularity.
That really is ambitious. And it's in the very capable hands of my team while I supervise from afar.
Thanks to the work of our park manager and Dr. Baldera, we have an excellent foundation to build from. Let's use that strong start to improve our reputation with the industry sectors. We can continue our work here in Hawaii when we hit our reputation target. And I insist that we hit that target.
Colleagues joining us today.
I've been reaching out to potential clients and have now had all the responses I wanted. The news is, well, I think you'll be as pleased and pleasantly surprised as I am. But let's talk about this with a map in front of us.
East Asia. Vast, mysterious, and beautiful. And, of course, bed of so much discovery and history and progress. But you know, it's a complex, chaotic world out there. And now, that global complexity, that intercontinental chaos, will have another fascinating variable to it. You. What could possibly go wrong?
Certainly nothing that we can't handle, I'm sure. But allow me to give a proper briefing on these incredible opportunities. In Indonesia, there are rumors of disease in local dinosaur populations. We are tasked with developing a facility to monitor and handle any outbreaks. A conservation-minded client in China has asked for our help in creating a spacious sanctuary for prehistoric giants. And there is a theme park in Japan that has fallen to ruin. To put it back in working order and make it the success it was always meant to be. All three of these sites are significant, both in the importance of the work and in their benefit to our global reputation.
These clients expect a lot of us. We best not disappoint.
Sanctuary for Titan.
One of my favorite places in the world. You know we're close to the Shaximau Formation. The fossils found here have been staggering. Over 100 sauropods alone. Giants roam this land. Can you imagine it?
We don't have to. Need I remind you that we are here to create a permanent home for some of the largest animals to have ever lived? The client is expecting no less than well-cared-for dinosaurs and an effective breeding program. Our work here will be under the greatest scrutiny.
Wonderful. I mean, I've spent most of my professional life under scrutiny anyway. But I have every faith in your abilities, Dr. Baldera. Make some magic.
Female sauropods are on the way, but that alone won't make for a very successful breeding program. We need males, too.
Not a problem. We'll need genetic material in order to synthesize a male, so let's send out an expedition to gather it. While we wait, we can build a lovely enclosure for those soon-to-arrive sauropods.
Asset transportation in progress. Transportation complete. Asset delivered.
Our restroom is now open to use for whenever passenger calls. Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the park. Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform, ready for you to gain an elevated view of our wonderful dinosaurs. Ladies and gentlemen, ready for you to observe our next...
I believe we have everything we need to synthesize a male, so let's begin.
Those dinosaurs were sent to us courtesy of our very generous client, huh? They need to be treated right. So, needless to say, we better be synthesizing the most charming sauropod this place has ever seen.
Yes, well, I'm sure they'll all get along wonderfully. We should ensure that the males and females all end up in the same enclosure, though, and that they're nice and comfortable.
Taking back control. Synthesis procedure complete. Incubation personnel, please stand by. Attention personnel. We have detected power across the site. Available personnel,
Okay, excellent. Now all we need to do is let nature take its course, just like it would have done on this very spot in Cretaceous China. Not that it would have been called China then, but anyway.
I've always found prehistoric giants to be most fascinating. And I'm far from the only one. A colleague in the pharmaceutical industry is rife with theories about how their physiology will change in years to come. Perhaps in ways that will benefit both us and the dinosaurs.
I don't understand. Some of the eggs are missing.
Smart money's on those Extinction Now people, right? Yeah, I really thought they were all talk and no dino egg steal. Juveniles are valuable, I guess.
If it was Extinction Now, I doubt they're thinking about money. They want to slow us down.
What? They weren't fossils that they took, they were eggs. Fertile eggs. They stole life, and they did that to slow us down? It doesn't make any sense to me. Well, they didn't take all the eggs. We should nurture what's left and make sure that the juvenile is comfortable and safe. We owe it that.
How much land can we dedicate to these giants? How much land will they need if you succeed in increasing their numbers?
I see the breeding program has already shown progress. Very good. But we need to do more. The client expects greater species diversity and more naturally bred dinosaurs. And that is what they will get. Make it so.
Nature really can't be rushed, but I guess the business world never got that memo. Well, I can advise on the breeding side of things, I guess. Using a little bit of animal husbandry and a dash of pheromones, don't ask me how I obtained them, we can encourage specific dinosaurs to breed with a higher chance of success. Worth a go, right?